Welcome to the audio show.
Well, friends, you already know what's happening on this particular trip to Charlotte. You already know that Amber is there. I don't believe, and let me start and make sure I put my claim in the ring by saying that I don't believe that she should have traveled to Charlotte. And if it was just business, then Melissa should have been there. But you know what? Hey, let's jump into it nonetheless.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, sunshine.
How are you?
How you sleep?
Oh, I slept great.
So one of the first things Amber fans are going to say is that, well, they didn't sleep in the same room. Okay, all right, well, we can see that they didn't sleep in the same room. That is visible based on the screen in itself, and that's good. If they haven't slept in the same room, but hey, not going to say much more.
Yeah, the bed was actually really comfortable.
Yeah,
And the view is beautiful.
it's a good view, ain't it?
It is. It's breathtaking.
Yeah, I enjoy it when I come out here.
Yeah, what you doing?
Man, just finishing some emails and sending off some emails and handling some business.
Okay.
Usually Melissa handles this for me, but
Oh.
got me feeling I'm actually hungry right now.
So in other words, Melissa should have been there because the truth of the matter is Melissa is supposed to be, his business person that actually handles these things. So we know that basically Dave planned this trip with the intention of isolating Amber by herself. We know that that's what has actually occurred. For the people who said no, them don't know that that's what's going on. That's what's going on, friends. In a man's mind, that's what's going on. If I did not invite the woman that does the business, I've done this deliberately for a reason. Because I want it to be very, very intimate between me and the person. That's basically what's happening right here. So Dave has done that with that intention in mind. Now, whether I believe something will happen or not, or whatever the deal is, but he's done it nonetheless with that intention in mind.
We doing this.
You hungry?
Yeah.
I can eat too. I'm starving actually.
Oh yeah, you want me to Uber eat something?
No.
What you got taste for?
You know what? How about we DoorDash some groceries and I'll cook?
You gonna cook?
Yeah.
You can cook?
Boy, I can make some mean breakfast now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Maybe some pancakes.
That sounds good right now.
Yeah.
Pancakes, what else?
Turkey bacon, some eggs.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
You wanna do that?
Yes.
I think that sounds like a breakfast all of us would want to eat this morning. I believe that sounds like a breakfast that we would all eat. I think we can all concur that that breakfast sounds good for all of us to eat. If she can make us some, if not, then hey, I guess it's just Dave.
Yeah, okay. Let me grab my phone and I'll DoorDash some groceries.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, I'll be right back.
No, baby, sing this love. Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, yeah. Whoa, oh, oh.
So Amber is making to me a special breakfast for this man. So in other words, I think she's basically showing her love, if you ask me. So for the Amber fans who going to come in and then going to say, no, honey, that's not what's happening. It's just it's just simple and they're not really trying to do that. No, that's what's going on. Women don't just get up and cook men a solid breakfast unless they really like said man. But let me ask you ladies that. Let me ask you all that. You know, like one man just like that, and would you be making breakfast? I think the answer is no, but you can go ahead in the comments and respond to me. That's just what I've seen in my experience of women and of observing women. Women tend to make food for persons that they actually like because it's an expression. Food have a certain expression to it, and I think making food to me, I'd compare to sex. Not fully, but it's like that. The transaction is like that. When you do something like that, it's almost like you want to show your love, basically. So you cook a meal. I could be wrong, but I want to hear from the audience.
Whoa, oh, yeah. Whoa, oh, 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 oh,
So she makes sure she want it special. Look at the strawberry on the glasses. So in other words, it's not just like a regular meal. It's a meal being made special. Now, if you're a single man, right, and a woman is making breakfast like this for you, let me ask the ladies them, how you think men are interpreting this, ladies? Men are interpreting this as you going above and beyond. In other words, they're getting the husband treatment. What what your boy Dave is getting this morning is husband treatment. In other words, what I think is happening is, and that's why I say it's a courting. Both of them are courting each other. It's basically an audition. And so that's why Amber is putting together her best meal, or the way her best presentation then. Maybe not her best meal, but her best presentation. So she puts together the presentation of a lifetime to ensure that Dave notices and knows that yes, she can cook, because that is an aptitude that men has always loved. Men has always have a woman who can cook. Once a woman can cook, it definitely is a star in a man's book. You know what I mean? Because he knows that somewhere, someone might get taken care of at some point in time in the near future. So that is a thing. But hey, the breakfast look good. I'll tell you that much. It look very, very nice. But y'all know what's going on. You know, another man's wife is at a man's house making him some nice breakfast, I guess.
My baby told me what you got wasn't much to spare. Yes. And all the things I do it all for you. Droplets of your love makes an awesome dew, yeah. Oh yes, I'll keep you warm. I'll make it right. Won't play no.
While I love the whole idea of praying to God, again, it is quite interesting that Dave is here with her and that Dave has actually made this trip like it is right now. Even if him liked Amber, to at least stop yourself, or to at least put a buffer between yourself and everything else that has occurred. Maybe he should have brought Melissa. Maybe if him to bring Melissa, it wouldn't have been so bad. But the mere fact that Melissa is not there, and like I've been saying to y'all, the optics is just what you're seeing. There's nothing else. You're seeing nothing else more than what you're seeing. That's all I'm saying. I'm not making anything up. You're seeing it. You know, you're seeing what you're seeing.
Games, wanna hold you tight. I wanna do it tonight, keep you warm. I'll read right through your pillow, girl, I willow, I want to make, I wanna make some serious love tonight. I'll keep you warm. I'll read right through your pillow, girl, I willow, I want to make, I wanna make some serious love tonight. Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh, yeah, whoa, oh.
Okay, so a good mentor once told me, O'Neill, ask more questions and make less statements. So I'm going to ask you the question. Ladies and gentlemen, let me start with the ladies them first. Being a married woman, would you be out making breakfast for another man like this? Waking up and going through the gamut of making him a special breakfast. I'm asking you out there that. I can always ask the gentlemen in the chat, even though we know the answer already, gentlemen, because I think that we think the same way, based on how, the men them comment, but I'm gonna ask a question. Would you be allowing another woman's wife like this? Another man's wife to be making you some breakfast like this? You know what I mean? Not thinking deeply about her after she makes said breakfast. So the question for the men them is, would you not be thinking that this woman wants you if she's making your breakfast as special as this? And for the ladies, and the question is, as a wife, would you be making this special breakfast for a man? I'm just asking questions. Give me a take, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna talk to y'all soon.